Okay, let's warm it up with some hip circles. First, the only thing to make sure of in your feet is that they're both pointed straight forward, okay? Now we're just gonna isolate, rotating. Think about where your perineum is on the ground. You're drawing a circle, right? But I don't want you to be swiveling like this. We're not moving our shoulders. We're drawing a circle with just our pelvis. Good. And so then, let's get the breath involved. So you're gonna exhale on the swoop through. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Make sure you have equal weight between both feet. I just realized as I was talking that I was way over on my right foot. So equal weight between both feet. It's not fast, it also doesn't have to be super slow. We're just warming up. We're getting the pelvis moving in a different direction from our usual. We're circling those hip joints, the ball in the socket. Okay, one more, and we're breathing on that forward pull. Okay, other way. You might find one way feels more awkward, or a little bit more tender, or a little more difficult than the other side. That's normal. Keep your shoulders level. Make sure those ribs aren't popped, but you're growing taller through your head. Your shoulders might move a little bit, but make sure you're driving that motion all at the hips. I'm teaching you how to belly dance. Although I know nothing about belly dancing, but I imagine it goes something like this. That isolation. All right, and your knees are not locked. Okay, then bring your feet close together. Same thing, but we're in a much smaller range of motion now. Okay. Good. Tuck on that forward pull. You can even get a little bit that pelvic tilt when you come forward. So you should feel some work being done, some mobilization. If it feels really easy, then probably you've got more in you that you could do. Good, other side. Because isolated motions are challenging in our body because we're making other muscles work, little subtle muscles that sometimes, I'm just gonna move my feet a little bit, sometimes our body just kind of skips over. Good. Couple more. You can do as many of these as you want if they feel good to you. Sometimes I try to do them when I'm brushing my teeth, although that's a coordinated task then because I'm doing this and twisting, but it feels good. It's so good to mobilize in a circular motion. Okay, so now bring your feet back to hip distance and just make sure those feet are pointed forward. I'm gonna bring your arms up over your head and just thinking about that alignment. So when you bring your arms up, don't pop those ribs, okay? We're still nice and tall. And what I want you to do, we are gonna let the ribs go though. We are going to circle. So now we have a pen in our fingers and we are going to draw a circle on the ceiling. Exhaling on that forward motion still. Let your ribs go. Good. This one, slow down. Breathe in, exhale. Maybe make them bigger. Breathe in as you're going through. Exhale as you're coming forward. Shoulder or elbows or arms remain right at your ears. Don't bring your hands forward or backward. You're making the motion from that rib cage. Close your eyes so you can feel it in your body. If this does not feel good to you, or it feels like too much compression, or like you don't have control, don't do it and just let me know. But yes, we are letting your ribs pop a little bit here, aren't we? But they're still in control. They're just opening and closing. It's different from doing life or exercise in that popped position. Okay, go the other way. Feel the roll through your mid-spine, your thoracic spine, like between your shoulder blades. We're opening the ribs and then we're crunching them back down. You can even get a little bit further on that forward motion than I am if that feels good to you. Just make sure you're not holding your breath. It's almost like standing crunches a little bit. All right, one more. All right. The other thing that you can do, if it suits your fancy, is just side to side. Keeping your ribs where they are, shifting the hips. Feeling that stretch here, stretch here, stretch here, stretch here. Make sure those ribs are not popped forward. It's very easy to get in this super upright position, and then we have some compression in our low back. We want that length in our low back and mid back. So we have to keep those ribs slid back if the tendency is to pop forward. Right over pelvis. Okay, big job.